right, brothers and sisters,
Hey.
family, we are back with another father and son discussion. Yeah, as you can hear in the background, Lord Lamont is here once again. Like I said, it might be challenging sometimes, but this is going to be mandatory, because we look at it as therapy. It's great reaching others, but it's good therapy.
Indeed.
Yep, and as you can see in the title and or thumbnail, that's his siblings in the thumbnail, and my son didn't see the banner, but that's the sequel, the scene from Matrix on the banner. And I thought it kind of fit with what we're gonna talk about in the title. Unbreakable Spirit. Can you see it in the banner?
A little bit, but
okay.
The angle's hard.
Well, okay, you'll get to see it. Yeah, I did it on another podcast, but I thought it kind of fit.
What scene is it?
When they were sitting in the chair, when Neo and Morpheus was sitting in the chair.
Oh yeah.
Right before he's ready to decide the red pill or the blue pill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that in the second one or the first one?
I think that's the first one. Yeah, when he first introduced Neo.
Yeah, when he's waking him up to the Matrix.
Yeah. Which a lot of us are waking up to now, huh?
Yeah, I see. And think about a lot of parallels that I can place that with going on in today's society for sure. I mean,
what does unbreakable spirit mean to you?
Well, to finish my first point, it seems like there's a deeper truth behind, it seems like the government hides things from us.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all these distractions out here, and there's good too, but it seems like people, or an entity or group of people, is likely of,
right,
billionaires and probably actual trillionaires, to the point where money is irrelevant.
Would you say like entities, as we call it, and we know what entities are, is code for, I call them weakest that be. Like I said, I don't call them powers that be. I don't give them that energy. Just like when people say whites, when they say supremacy, they are not supreme.
Right. That's just their own self-proclamation.
People who are awakened, like you and I, other people, say that their time is running out.
Absolutely.
That's what they scurrying like roaches.
Because the world is waking up. Everybody's waking up. And to tie it back to an unbreakable spirit, you've got to have an unbreakable spirit to fight through all those distractions and this prefabricated idea and version of reality and society that they want us to all live and involuntarily take part in.
Yeah.
To the point where, it's always framed where, like, we the people need the government, and we the people are stupid and couldn't make it without our precious government. And,
right.
Look at how everything is set up. They print the money, but they tax it, and but this and that, and they run and control this market of money to fucking control what we fucking, as much as they can in our lives, down to such seemingly meaningless things as what type of deodorant we buy, and what type of shaving cream we use.
Right.
Everything has such an ulterior motive these days.
Right.
It can be will breaking in a way, and
because
a lot of people become cynics once they realize
and I say things coming at us at all angles, if not all angles, every angle.
And sometimes some people get, some people, it can make some people sad, and like you've got to have and not only like sad, but I mean like blissfully ignorant, and,
right,
but not in an actual sense of like truth, but like basically giving up and just giving in.
I remember when I first started learning about spirituality and knowing your divine spirit and all that stuff.
Right.
I remember it used to be oh wow, this is cool. But then at some point it become a reality. It's man, this for real here.
Exactly. Like, it's not just a concept.
There ain't nothing to play with. Yeah.
Exactly. And when you look at like and listen to people who have like actually like meditated and like put the time and energy, they'll tell you it's no fucking walk in the park. And like, there's a lot of other entities and beings. You got to think about it. Like, okay, so, and this, of course, extends beyond anything you can imagine and what we imagine. But think about this simple, like, fact that's just proven based on simple causality, right? Even what we imagine or picture in some universe, version, form, whatever you want to call it, whether it's your imagination or not, on some level it exists as an actuality.
That's true.
Now multiply that or add that with the fact that with our imagination, you can imagine literally anything that you can conceive and imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, now the rules and laws of causality exist beyond that. So everything, because of infinity, so everything exists.
Wow. Yeah.
Even the version of it not existing at all, and the concept of it, etc., down to all these finite levels. We know that it's truth. So, there's other beings, and consciousness doesn't just stop with us.
Right.
It's consciousness.
Like we all say, there's levels. You hear many teachers say there's levels to this
thing. And dimensions, okay? When, as a third dimensional being, you see things in the 3-dimensional, and you can master the second dimension, the third dimension, the second, the first dimension, and any dimension that you can conceive of. But so a being that's on the second dimension, does it have free will? If it has consciousness, technically yes. But if it has consciousness, it will ascend, to beyond way, to an infinite amount of dimensions. And it's like, it's
a second dimension. That you said?
Yeah, I was I'm talking about like if you were a second dimensional being,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You would, if you had consciousness, you would be able to perceive,
right,
and you would ascend beyond.
So what would be the highest level being?
Infinity, I guess. But
so there is no high level, I guess. There is no
when you add a point to it,
like cutoff point. There's no cutoff point.
Not exactly. And when it comes down to what I personally what I think is it all comes down to intention, because certain frequencies will create certain things, and et cetera, because when that we all know you can translate energy, everything to energy, to a sound or a vibration or a frequency,
right?
So
that remind me what I said, what we talked about in that subconscious video when I said what we think matters too.
Absolutely, it does. Down to what we allow in our brains, and all of that, and especially what we envision I mean,
right?
Especially because as conscious beings, we have been given that ability.
Yep. We all have it. Just a matter of tapping into it. Like we said on that podcast, once again, we think things are weird or cosmic or out there. Oh, that's crazy. And then we don't learn nothing.
That's what the government wants us to do. They want us to be afraid of it and then and be blind.
Yeah.
But that's them wanting you to limit yourself.
Yeah.
They want you to be a slave to their empires, basically.
So having
us to be that.
Right. Having an unbreakable spirit ain't easy to come by. Sometimes I know it wasn't really easy to come by for me. I had to go through some things.
We all do, exactly, and that's part of each person's personal journey,
Yeah.
But I find on the positive, knowing oh shit, and this is in going through all these shitty, what I first perceived when I was going through them, based on how I was being treated or whatever in the situation, I would immediately at first think back to shitty situations, it was shitty, that fucking sucked, I wish that didn't happen. But when I started to fucking become impartial and reflect on why it happened and the events that led up to and all that shit and the in-betweens and really actually impartially looking at it, or from an impersonal standpoint instead of from my own perspective, basically, to a neutral perspective of it all for the simple intention of understanding and the application of that in any ways of good. And also, of course, so naturally, beneficial or things that I think are good things and shit like that.
It's
for the world. And
some people able to have this, and some people not.
It takes an indomitable and unbreakable will. But anyways, I don't mean to digress, but to finish my original point though about that, it's oh shit, all this shit, all those times that I was no, fuck that. I'm not gonna let myself be affected negatively by this. Like, I realized, like, that whole time, every time that I was treated like shit, I was building up this fucking unbreakable spirit in myself.
Every time.
Because no matter what, and no matter what the fucking odds seemed, or excuse my language, or what, like, it appeared to me that the opposite side, whether it was just my own insecurities in my head or other people actually with negative intentions towards me, I started to fucking be like, nah, and totally reject it, and instead apply my own fucking resolve and beliefs based on my own fucking terms, you know, and no one else's under any circumstances.
I told you the test of your spirit is when you gave that homeless guy. I told that story again. When you gave that homeless guy that money. That was the test of your.
It was like God dapping
That was
me
the
up,
test
dude.
of your strength of your spirit right there.
Yeah,
because you could have been like, you know, not, excuse me for cussing, but you could have been like, man, fuck you, get away from me, and you never know what had happened. The lady you opened the door for, I mean, she might have shut your hand in the door. Anything could have happened.
Right, exactly.
It would have all went backwards, went wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you did everything according to plan in that moment. Because you didn't have a broken spirit. You was like, I don't want to say you was broken. You was down, but not broken. And your spirit wasn't.
I was hurt, you know, and for a lot of reasons, I had a lot of rights to be.
And I don't know. And that homeless guy being there, I don't know, he played some part in that.
Of like,
you know, and the lady and stuff.
Of my own personal.
And you walked away from the situation like.
In such a seemingly like simple, but like it was like profound too in a way.
It's like you walked into something like this, but you walked out like smiling, like, wow, did that just happen? You know what I mean?
And the fact that she was so genuine about something like so unbelievable, I'm like, damn, dude. But I really made her fucking day.
And I said on that podcast, because I bring it up because I thought it was a good example of being in control of one's spirit when they're going through something. And what are the odds of her saying, I've never had no one open up the door for me? What are the odds of that? Come on, man. That ain't no accident.
It wasn't. It was God.
She's never had nobody open the door for her. You come all the way from, where'd you move from up here to Milltown?
From Nebraska.
You moved all the way up here from Nebraska. You lived there how long before that happened?
I moved there when I was like in the 4th grade, so I was like 9 or 10 or something.
No, I mean, when the situation with the homeless guy, how long had you been living here?
How long ago had I been living here? Like
before
2 years.
Before that happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
if I hadn't given the homeless dude the money too, I wouldn't have been right.
Now think about that.
To open and
this lady,
this
lady been on this planet all her life. Never had nobody open the door for her.
That's like sad. I feel like we need to do better as men. Like,
ain't that crazy? You come all the way from Nebraska up to Milltown.
Chivalry is not dead.
Never seen this lady before ever in your life. She never seen you. Man, I'm telling you. Stuff like that I explained in that recent podcast I did. I think it was Inner Warrior. Because that was on the banner that Michael Jackson. I used him as inspiration. Things like that happen all the time. They're not random. And when you tap into your deep spiritual self, and it is unbroken, you'll see more and more divine. Say divine events. You know, we can't explain.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times they're personal because they're supposed to be personal.
Yeah.
Because it's between you and God.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, like in instances like that, of course, it's involved, or, you know, the other people are involved as well. But I'm talking about like the when you have those moments of clarity and that profound understanding and affirmation and feeling, it's almost like literally it's the universe and it's God speaking to you through the fucking universe.
And sometimes it's a glimpse. Sometimes it's not always a long drawn out.
You don't see it a lot
exactly.
of times, and if you're like, and that's where like an Unbreakable and like spirit comes into play, like where remaining calm and impartial and you know,
and like you said in the beginning,
open to things
away from all the distractions. I know we hear that a lot, but it's important.
To all of the distractions and the things that are telling you no and to not believe in yourself. It's essentially that's like carpe diem and like assimilating yourself and asserting yourself, reasserting yourself as the conscious divine being that you are.
Right.
You know, experiencing creation simultaneously
Right.
with care and understanding and appreciation and love with, you know, others.
Right, and walk through the world with our head up and our shoulders back and be proud. Not a
Right.
not a ego proud or nothing
Exactly,
like
but
that, but
like-
just proud. You know what I
Like
mean?
the way God actually
Yeah.
intended
Yeah.
and intends for us
Yeah.
to be, you know.
And our children need to see us like that too. Our children need to
Exactly.
see us be proud. You
And
know?
I think a lot of people are so wrapped up in like wanting to be right about
Yeah.
shit all the
Yeah.
fucking
That.
time.
Thank you for
Excuse
saying
my
that. Yep.
language,
No,
but
you right. You good.
that they'll argue
Yep.
simple known facts just to try to fucking nitpick something that isn't there.
And it's even
but
worse
that
on
they
social
want to be
media.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see a lot of that on social media. I hear about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I don't do. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. Or I try not to, you know. So we live and we learn. We get wiser. We supposed to, you know. And if we do make some kind of mistake on social media, we learn from it, you know.
Exactly. No one's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. Yep. And keep it moving. Yep. And
Like, I know that I've like done some bad things, you know, and I just want to like make amends and like do
right
by especially by the people that
right.
I've wronged, you know.
But in those times when we weren't doing right, those are the times when we weren't in control of our emotions and how we feel and how to channel when we didn't know nothing about that stuff. That's the beautiful thing about learning about spirituality and not looking at it as this fad or, you know, really try to like learn
I think
stuff.
that's what God meant when he was like, you know, like I forgive you for you know not what you do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And
But-
I think
but-
it goes back to
But
that.
we have to learn though, because Great Divine will spank that ass,
Really, yeah, exactly.
whether sooner or later. So
And like if that's what you need to wake up, then that's a part of your personal
Right.
journey, you know.
And I think that's another stupid thing to debate, like karma, because you hear people debating these things, like karma and God. What does it matter?
Exactly, it's irrelevant.
Live
'cause
a
it's
certain
still
kind of
gonna happen
life.
Anyway, we've seen
Right.
karma and God's wrath play out. Time
Right.
and
Well,
time
however,
again.
right, however you want to put on it. Live a certain kind of life, and you'll find out what you will get in return,
Right.
regardless.
Right.
So
Like that. It's simple. Go around fucking like, if you go around playing like God doesn't exist and shit, I'm sure
Right.
you get fucking smited all the.
well, I
fucking
mean,
time.
I'm like people who just, you know, think they can, you know, they smarter
But
than
they
God
got-
or smarter
right,
than
right,
life
that's-
itself.
That's a better way to put it for sure.
Yeah. I mean, people who are arrogant like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But
and then,
again, you know, I guess that's just a part of their journey and their, you know,
well, something happened that'll teach them, won't it?
Exactly. Well put. Something to teach them.
Because, man,
Exactly.
I always say life gonna teach us. Whether we want to be taught or not, it's gonna teach us.
Exactly.
So
For
that's
real.
what's in control. Mama Nature, that great divine. I always say that.
Yup.
At the end of the day, whatever we call it, whatever's out there, go against it
Right.
and see what happens. That's all I got to say.
Right.
Whatever we think. So.
It don't matter what you call it.
Oh yeah. Principles and divine laws gonna do what it do. Gravity none of us can override gravity. Period.
Exactly. That's a great metaphor.
Yeah. Let me see.
Parallel too.
You know, Lord Lamont and I, we love talking about hip hop. In this here
Free
father
chicken
son
pig.
discussion. Say what?
I said free chicken pig.
Chicken P. I'm not too familiar with that artist. You have
Oh,
to.
you should check him out, Pops. He's from here. He's from Milwaukee.
Really?
Yeah, Chicken P's the shit. He
Give
put
me-
Milwaukee. He was one of the first, like, he's probably the biggest
Give me a couple
rapper
songs.
out of
What's this kind of music?
people's favorite. Rollin', the Bust a Brick Down Volume
Okay.
1 through 3.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Pretty meaningful music.
yeah,
Or-
he just dropped a video for Stop Playing With Me.
I know you said his name already, but say his name again
Chicken P.
so I can get to know it. Chicken P.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rakib Smith.
And he from Milltown.
Yeah. he's
Oh,
from-
salute. He from Milltown,
Milwaukee.
y'all. Local. Oh, that's dope. Yep, it was another artist that was big
Did he get sentenced or like what? The
that made
he did get sentenced. Okay, so Milwaukee rapper, according to Rap House TV, 21 hours ago, Milwaukee rapper Chicken P has been sentenced to 6 years on firearm and drug charges. He will serve 3 in prison and 3 on papers. He's expected to be released in 2028.
Damn.
That ain't bad though. That ain't bad.
That ain't. He might even get out before that. Before then.
If on good time.
I'm just so tired of hearing about artists going to jail though. Ain't
I
that getting
know,
old?
dude, he's at his biggest right now.
Damn. And it's always when they at their biggest.
They're trying to break him, dude.
I swear, every other rapper, they go to
got a good
freaking
lawyer,
jail.
Dude. Thank God, dude. Okay, 2028 ain't bad.
Nelly ain't never been to jail, though, have he? Nelly ain't never been to jail, have he?
I don't know.
Nope. Nelly said he a party rapper. He ain't into all the, you know. I remember he said that in the interview.
He can get out earlier with Good Time.
Well, hope that brother make it through and find peace, man.
Yeah, he's our brothers, well loved, so I'm sure like people got his back.
My brothers, stay out of jail, please.
I'm sure he's doing.
Man, stop giving these people reasons to build more jails. Leave him alone and stay the hell out, man. Man. If you got high status, come on now. We got to be more aware. If you got high status money, you know what it is. You in the spotlight, come on.
Especially being like.
Cause I don't like hearing, I don't like hearing about people going to jail.
I mean, you know, the fucking cops are probably gonna fuck with you if you're a minority and got fame. And
you and I, we both, me and you, we been in jail. We know what it's like.
Yeah.
But your uncle Marlon, he been there too. We went damn near the same time.
Oh, Nelly got arrested in August.
Did he?
2024 in St. Louis on charges of possessing ecstasy and not having insurance. But he's been released since then. But so on petty shit, he's been locked up for.
Oh. Some of them probably setups.
He was sued by his group mates in 2024 by the Lunatics for improperly crediting their contributions to his debut album, Country Grammar.
Yeah, I seen some.
They dropped it in 2025, though.
A lot of them were misunderstandings. I seen the interviews.
Misinformation led to the $50 million lawsuit spearheaded by Allen.
Yeah, they still cool because I've seen recent interviews. They still cool. They just had a few discrepancies and.
Wait, this says he was arrested. When was this? Oh, this was in 2017. He was arrested on a rape accusation. Golly. So no, they've been fucking with him. Yeah,
a lot of them they do.
If you black, the police are gonna fucking mess with you.
Yeah, but he's still holding strong and some of that shit I halfway believe. You know, so
you never know,
that's why I don't
just pray the best for us all. You know.
Yeah, and I always say if one is doing something, one bring judgment upon themselves.
Right, exactly, and
so
you know,
Great Divine take care of that.
Treat others and do unto others how you would want yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if that's been done, that's anybody. Hey, he sabotaged his own life. Exactly. You know, so but I try to stick to the positive. I like what the brother bring to music and
absolutely, many good things.
Make people want to dance on the floor. He didn't make people want to fight. You know, we act like I said. I mentioned earlier they had a song called "Tear the Club Up."
Really? So did 3 6
Are you kidding me?
Remember 3 6 Mafia had a song called
Yep, but I was trying to catch you while you had your phone, cause you know we got to talk on. I'm gonna get to this hip hop break too, but we got one more thing that I said that you thought would be interesting, and this has to do with an unbreakable spirit, cause we know Tupac. While you had your phone, I wanted you to search up Tupac alive. It was
this recent sighting.
It was a white dude that said he stayed in Cuba and he had footage of him. I don't know if it's real.
It's still in Cuba? What?
They say he's still in Cuba. I don't know. And they said Jay-Z was quaking in his boots.
When was this?
I seen it. Well, I just seen a clip of it, and it was a recent upload. It wasn't an old upload. So I think it was a day ago. It's probably in my history or something. Matter of fact, let me look and see. And I did have a summary that I do want to read on the Unbreakable Spirit, because I always like to break it down. I like reading.
Oh, is this it? Video of a 53-year-old Tupac Shakur reflecting on life creates an intense online discussion about his legacy. Is this real?
Said somebody was exposing Jay-Z or something. Let me see if I can.
Oh, this is an AI video.
Let me see if I can find it, because I was looking at it earlier.
I'm trying to find like a recent one. What else could I...
Okay, here it is. Look up celeb gossip. CELEP.
Celeb gossip.
Celeb gossip, and it'll show Tupac and Jay-Z on the cover.
On what? Like, show me the thing so I know what to. okay, I see.
So I guess I can turn it down. Show you the full thing. You want to see the full thing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can find it based on that.
Yeah, excuse us, brothers and sisters. We trying to, we love hip hop, and brother Tupac has surfaced again.
Oh yeah, this is that video. Okay, yeah.
And that's his daughter in the interview. See that?
Yeah.
That right there. Select Gossip. She kind of look like Tupac too.
So apparently, it's AI.
It is. Talking about that video with Tupac.
But
it's probably AI, which I am not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
But it could be true though.
Right, and that's the thing. That's the thing. They say Tupac, he be at a bar in Cuba. And say everybody knows him.
That might really be him.
Right. Rap music itch. Why he say it like that?
Wait. He was nervous.
Well, Tupac has resurrected again. This ain't the first time they said he was still alive. Suge Knight told us a long time ago. He was hinting around that he was alive. And laughing like, y'all just don't know. So Suge Knight knows some things, bro. And they say Jay-Z quaking in his boots. And that's exactly what we were just talking about. Things that come back around.
Well, they were dissing him and all that, and apparently, so the story goes, him, Nas, and a bunch of New York people, Puff, they were trying to kill him, dude. And they were who shot him up outside not them directly, but they're who had him shot up outside the studio.
Allegedly.
And then they framed it to make it look like it was Biggie. To tear them apart, and then they killed Biggie. I don't think Puffy was in on Biggie's death, but I think it was the same people.
Wow.
The same people that got Pac are the people who did Diddy. I mean, not Diddy, Biggie.
Diddy Biggie.
Yeah.
Well, that was just a little bit, yeah. That was just something interesting. It wasn't really positive per se. It was just something interesting because we love hip hop. Well, they're trying to say Tupac's still alive, y'all. We don't know.
True, honestly.
But if it is, oh my God.
I don't know.
Yep. Oh my God.
Is that true? Like, we should fact check that. Are only like certain phones allowed in Cuba?
That's true. That's what he said. That's what the guy said. Yep.
Yeah, he said in part 2 he was gonna reveal what Tupac said to him when he asked.
You talking about an unbreakable spirit?
Why he gave up on music?
Do you know how in tune he have to be with himself if he's still alive and been in Cuba all this time? Are you kidding me?
Right, dude. That's insane.
There's
no way he would have gotten noticed.
Right. Well, he did, just not in America.
Right.
But people over there in Cuba knew who he was, and I've heard a lot of people say Tupac was very cool, and they said whenever he went shopping or something, he always bought everybody else something, bought them stuff. So I could see that.
Like Allen Iverson.
Yeah, they say he was real cool and funny. Yeah.
So this says, no, you can have a modern phone in Cuba, but using it may be expensive and unreliable depending on the type of service. A long outdated ban on mobile phones was lifted in 2008. The country's telecommunications infrastructure run service president challenge blah blah blah.
So it's hard to have a phone.
What does that mean about if you're visiting? Can you have a modern phone?
We're talking about if you can have a phone in Cuba. We're trying to see how this guy got over here with the phone in the first place. Probably paid top dollar. He had to pay some money.
If you're a tourist.
Because I'm sure you ain't just getting in Cuba. You got to check in, right?
I don't know.
Would you agree? I mean, I don't know nothing about that stuff.
You can bring your own phone.
But as far as getting into Cuba, it's not easy, right?
And you can buy a Cuban SIM card for an unlocked phone.
But is it hard to get into Cuba? What do you think?
It can work even there. Your U.S. phone can work.
What do you think, Lord Lamont? You think it's hard to get into Cuba?
No, I think it's easy.
To get into Cuba?
Isn't Cuba owned by, excuse me, America?
I don't know about that stuff. That's why I'm asking the question. I've never been to Cuba. I ain't gonna pretend like I'm thankful for the knowledge Great Divine has given me, but it's some stuff I don't know. I'm not afraid to say that. That's a part of the unbreakable spirit. Being true, know when we don't know something, like Lord Lamont said a little while ago. That's when you truly are aware. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, you know what? I don't.
You gotta believe in yourself and love yourself
and know yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta know oneself.
And you'll find that in you, because that fire and that unbreakable spirit and will is within.
That's the foundation of our spirit,
of our creation, and exactly, and of who we are. Like that's in its source.
All right, well, we're gonna get to this hip hop break. I'm gonna give Lamont a break. that was just interesting, and I got some more hip hop artists I wanted to speak on. This is a song they did 4 years ago. I thought Lord Lamont find interesting.
What artist?
I don't want to say them yet. I want to say them when I come back. Kind of a surprise, but it was a video they made 4 years ago that I actually never saw. I thought was dope. You probably saw it. I'm gonna talk about that, and I did have a summary on just the breakdown of an unbreakable spirit and how important it really is, and see what's going on in Lord Lamont's life, and we'll talk a little bit about mine and our family and the world, so on and so forth. Y'all know how we do. All right, let me get to this hip hop break. Give Lord Lamont a break. Let me see, gotta find it. Turn this down. We're here once again, Lord Lamont. Yeah. Getting that good old therapy. Let me see. Okay, I gotta find it. Okay, here it is. All right, the first song up is Spitfire. Okay. Gotta get everything in position. Thank those who riding along. May that great divine be in our life. Keep us prospering, and protected. Real talk on all fronts. Unbreakable spirit, brothers and sisters. Family. It's a wonderful space to be. Yeah. Me and Lord Lamont, we'll be back after this. It's called Spitfire. It's a song I made. And of course, I got other artists on here that I played recently. A song called Phenomenal Chick. And Lord Lamont and I dissected the song he made and broke it down, got into why we feel what we feel in songs and why, why they come out the way they come out. Just a little, breaking it down, get to the real meaning of music. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. All right, be back after this, my generals. Salute.
EBX, old school, Spitfire, nothing but the truth. That's the benefit of being old school. Spitfire, you're the truth. That's the benefit of being me. Old school, Spitfire, Spitfire, nothing but the truth. Being old school. I'm bringing nothing but wisdom on this beast. Born and raised in the deep. From the 70s, probably know me. Some call me Farmer, call me E. A hard knock life, living indicator. Blessing everybody, loving everybody. Man, don't see no haters. It's too much shit that I'm going through. What's happened to me, it happened to you. I wanna build you up, man, so we don't lose. Enjoy the ride, man, when I'm on this cruise. Man, back in the day, man, it's like a deuce. Bad things is irrelevant. It's all about intelligence. Yeah, stay fit, don't quit. Gotta know the truth. That's the benefit of being old school. Old school. EBX. Spitfire. Spitfire. Nothing but the truth. And that's the benefit of being old school. Being old school. Spitfire. I'm different now, man. I'm better around. You can hear it in my spirit, man, on every sound. Who would have thought I'd be throwing down? Man, everything that I learned, I got it from D-Town. I'm never done, just begun. And I never forget, man, where I came from. Used to be fun, used to take walks down the street late at night. Didn't worry about shots, getting in no fight. I done done some wrong, but I done done mostly right. Yeah, for my brothers and my sisters, keep your spirit high and your mind tight. Yeah, keep your feet planted on the ground. Don't take flight, crystal clear. clear. Fuck fear. Yeah, a 70s child, and I'm still here. Embracing old school. I done shed a lot of tears, and I'm ready for a battle. I got my fucking gear. I'm here. Spit fire, let the truth. That's the benefit of being old school. That's the benefit. Being old school. Spit fire. And nothing but the truth. It's what a brother's supposed to do. That's the benefit of being old school. Spit fire.
Real talk. Spit that fire, no matter what. Let nothing stop us. Remember, unbreakable spirit. But the reality in life, as Lord Lamont and I were just speaking on, takes time. Takes time in life. For some of us, different strokes, different folks. But in any event, whether it's a long time or short time, it takes time. So be back after this. That's the next song. Me and Lord Lamont gonna get back into breaking down, having an unbreakable spirit. All right, be back after this.
EBX, it takes time, we don't have to grind, I promise we'll be fine, brothers and sisters, whatever that we need, whatever we want, up in this life, it takes time, a man will be fine, I'm doing it too, making sure I do what I gotta do to make it through. Good things in this life is what we choose. And in this life, of course, we don't want to lose. And making sure, man, that we see. And in this life, try our best, man, to stay free. And watching our children and family. And in this life, gotta be, man, the righteous peace. I never stop, man, to do this hip hop. I keep on doing this, man, my brain locked on smart things, cause that's what we are. I be good, don't care about being a star. I keep on pushing through, always got the good news. Yeah, inspiring things, making sure we never have the blues. I stay grounded, all up in the soul. Yeah, family, sisters and bros. Woo! But it takes time, and we don't have to grind. Brothers and sisters, I promise, I will be fine. I keep pushing, I like the soldier do. I never stop, I never get stuck to no glue. Toxic things to stay up in this life and making sure we sing good things and joy up in our soul. I stay up on the toes and on our go. I reaches and teachings all in my brain and making sure that a general stay in our lane. Yeah, and never be distracted by the devil. You see it, that's why I do this. So while I'm on these beats and never stop. I love being the E. Try my best to make the whole world see. It takes time, but don't have to grind. I promise we'll be fine. Brothers and sisters, in this life, what we need, what we want. It takes time, and we don't have to grind. Man, it takes time. Man, I promise we'll be fine. We don't have to grind. Brothers and sisters, I let it come natural. Sometimes it takes time.
All right, get off of there. Get off of there. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that, y'all. Whoops. Can't get
that beat was so like old school, new school. It really like fits you so well, Pop.
Yeah, I try to blend in both.
I love it. You do it. You have a very unique flow. You do a great job of combining.
Oh, thank you.
New school
Thank you,
styles.
son. I appreciate that.
For real.
I appreciate it. Yeah, years of practice, like me and you always say. Practice make.
Yeah, it shows. You can just plug in too. Like you plug in like Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
or you just turn it on and go.
I kind of spoke on Lil Wayne a little bit. Charleston White said that
I don't like Charleston White. He's too flashy, dude.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna go that.
Being all pro snitching and all that weird shit.
Well, let's don't get into that. Let's get away from that. I didn't even mean to bring him up, really. Teaches his own,
it's
but
too negative. Exactly. Like I don't wish any harm to him or nothing like that. But
Yeah, but yeah.
I just think that he's just like riding the whole, oh, I'm telling on people, I want niggas to be locked up. I'm like a Boondocks character for money and views.
Mm.
And
Yeah, well, he do him, we gonna do us, you know. Even in his space, may he find peace in whatever he's doing, you know.
Of course. Like I said, I don't wish any.
Like I said,
bad on him. I wish nothing but the best.
One, to bring judgment upon themselves. I learned that from I learned that from Brother Kwaku. That's why if anybody doing anything, they'll bring judgment upon themselves.
Right.
Yep. Because we know what's in our heart, right? Indeed. That's what we gonna keep our spirit from breaking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we don't just affect ourselves, we affect others. So
right. So it's on us to be positive and to be a positive example.
Yep. And I asked something that he said that did make sense. He said people are so busy trying to understand him, they need to understand their own lives. And I said, I kind of agree with that. You're right. But that's anybody. That's anything on social media, true. Not just him.
You know, a lot of things are projections.
Yeah. So we're about our own lives.
Sometimes we get so caught up in our own emotions that
we
just start throwing around blame for shit and feelings that just based on, minute similarities, because we're so mad that the brain is just like, oh, here, this with that with this, da-da-da.
Right.
Due to that distraction society and, ADHD making its way and all that fucking crazy shit.
And we literally living in the age of distractions. I mean, you talking about being distracted these days, man.
Internet ads.
And I'll give an example. People driving. People driving with their phones. Yep. I'm starting to see a lot of that. People be sitting at the lights. I'll be like, go.
Watching videos on YouTube with their phone on the thing right there.
And I'm not even
a driver who takes me to.
I see people with phones in their hands.
He be having his phone up and shit. And he's still driving and paying attention to the road. But I just noticed that.
I see people sitting at the lights, people walking, not even watching where they're. I mean, somebody didn't get ran over or anything. I'm like, Lord, have mercy.
Hit by a fucking, excuse my language, a lime scooter driver.
Right, man. That's why I hate. That's why I'm like getting out.
I've almost gotten hit like 3-4 times. That's a low key a fear of mine.
I can't imagine,
damn, bro. You know how bad that shit could kill you. And a lady crashed out here and died off that.
Wow.
Shit. The motherfuckers are solid and heavy, and to get hit by one of them, even at 7% from behind, if you don't see that bitch coming.
And you talking about them little,
electric scooters?
Electric scooters. He talking about them electric scooters.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. I'm gonna get to these artists, and then I'm gonna do this breakdown about Unbreakable Spirit. But I always ask Lord Lamont how he's doing and this girl and stuff. Everything going all right? Everything. I mean, good as it can go, or whatever.
Things are doing good. We're doing better than we have forever. We don't even argue anymore or anything.
When's the last time you talked to? Let me see if I can get her name right. It's not Sarah. It's Carrie.
I actually saw her yesterday. I have group tomorrow at 10. Actually.
Yep. So that's good.
And I both do.
And this girl name is Trish. I always say this girl is Trish. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're doing good.
Yeah. Yep. So they're taking their.
I want to start streaming. I need to get either a computer or another phone that I can stream video games.
Oh yeah.
And because I don't know, I have some funny commentary and I think people would enjoy it.
You had me laughing.
Right, especially when I really get into a video game. I think people would enjoy it.
I like when you surprise me on things, like the thing about the chakra. I like that. I like when you surprise me like that. That's I might can't say the word. That's that spontaneity. Did I say it right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Exactly what you mean. Yeah. That's like that living in the moment.
You always catch me like that podcast we did on New Year's.
Yeah.
You talk about people that's trying to act, that's like trying to be too deeply spiritual, and you did the voice and everything.
Yeah.
We had a ball that night. We had a ball. That was fun. And we had the fireworks.
Yeah.
We could hear it in the background. They was letting them, not the fireworks, but the people shooting their guns. It wasn't fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
They was letting them go, too.
Unfortunately, but man, I know, right? 4th of July hits and certain individuals be like, oh, that's cover, brother.
So, Lord Lamont and I, we've come a long way as far as our own lives, and I'm kind of incorporating the podcast into. We've kind of come a long way with this, too. this podcast and stuff, because you know.
I know. I like how it's fleshed out. We're both a lot more. Like, we're already almost to an hour.
It's been an hour?
Just about.
Almost. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention.
We need like 9 more minutes or so.
Right.
We've really fleshed out like not only our topics, and I like that we come back to topics, but also like, you know, how we present ourselves and what we talk about.
Yeah. And I remember when I first started doing this, I used to think like 10 minutes or 20 minutes was so long. I'm like, man, I could never talk that long. Now all of them are nothing less than 40 minutes. And I can speak 40 minutes easy. Well, I mean, I had the hip-hop breaks. I do the hip-hop breaks and all that stuff too, but that's like 5 minutes maybe. Right. I did an hour this morning by myself.
Yeah, because once you get into it.
And I'd be like, damn, I've been talking an hour? Yeah, I do. In certain topics, yeah.
Exactly.
I get into it. Or should I say we get into it.
Yeah, once you were like, you know, it's like, well, not even like, you know, just being like, when you're like, it's therapy, like, I really like just take that to heart and just like open up about shit.
That's kind of cool. Let's say you go to group.
That I actually think about.
That's kind of dope. You go to group and say, okay, I'm done with group. Okay, now I'm going to go to my other therapy over here with my dad. That's kind of dope.
We're trying to like, you know, both of us are trying to be more positive and consistent. Yeah. With like healthy stuff.
Yeah. Cause I look at Lord Lamont, like he was a baby at one time. It's like, wow, I'm sitting across from him having a discussion. It's just wow. It's just something, man. Seeing your seed grow up, and you like literally you sitting there having a discussion with this used to be a little baby in your arms. Man,
time flies.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't regret nothing or none of that. I don't live in regret anyway. I don't call them regrets. I call them lessons. I'm glad I had all the kids I had. If I had to do it again, I would change some things, of course. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again.
Right. I try to remember that, you know, to just use the time that we have now. Yeah. And then also that, like, you know, everything that's happened, like, I wouldn't be who I was if it didn't
Exactly.
happen,
and vice versa. Me too. Yeah.
So that kind of, you know, is what I tell myself that's, like, helped me, like, come to terms with, like...
Right. And that's where that unbreakable spirit come from.
Exactly. Because, like, why would I be mad at you? Like, you know, you doing the best. What you thought at the time was right. And it's not like you even wanted that shit.
Hell, I didn't know no better myself.
You were just at work. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I was almost there, but I wasn't there at all. Like I said, when I started waking up and really taking life serious is when I hit 50. I don't know why it is. Just something about 50. When I hit 50, a light bulb came on. I started changing my thoughts, and I don't know. It was just different. I guess you can call it a shift, but it's not just me. A lot of us go through that shift.
I think it has a combination to do with like what's going on, because there's a lot more going on. Mm-hmm. And then also that you're on your journey.
Right, just like you are. Yep. Yeah. Well, I'm glad our journey came together.
Me too, Pops.
Story, man. Life's something else, man. It really is. Life is something else. We just never know. And another thing I'm starting to realize as far as having an unbreakable spirit is just living right, man.
Yeah, you want to live healthier.
And I'm talking about before we even get to the educated and deep spiritual, before we even get to that. Just living right.
Yeah, the petty shit starts to not matter.
Yeah.
You know, you become immune to it naturally because having a healthy mind and mindset and body and is the first key to, you know, going through anything.
And then if you do happen to be get a little education or spiritual or something, you understand it better. Mm-hmm. You know, when it's time for us to have it.
It's nice to be able to share that too.
And I will speak some reality. Let me think of some of the hard points I might have went through that kind of made me like rejection. That's a tough one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that took me a while too, especially like when I was younger, middle school and high school and stuff like that, and even early 20s. I was kind of cringe because I would get so fucking nervous.
And it could make you or break you.
From wanting validation. Yeah, to the point where like I would like act stupid just because I would be so nervous.
Right.
Around people, and like out of like doing that through the anxiety, like acting out my own fears. Yep.
Yep.
So I'd end up being like stupid and saying something dumb or fucking whatever that I didn't want to happen because I'd be sitting there fucking quiet, like hyper fixating on it.
Yeah, that's true. Then you get a little wiser, get a little more aware, and
what helped me. Oh, sorry, Pops.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm just saying you start understand. Well, usually when you get a little more wise when you live right, you won't be in spaces where you're getting rejected. But this is I'm talking like before we're aware, and we just don't know things yet or matured.
And another big thing for me though that helped me was when I got a job working overnights for Casey's General Store. And, like, I was the head cashier for the overnights. So, like, I ran that motherfucker, the front of it, basically.
Oh, wow.
And there's a lot of people that came through there. Like, they have some bomb pizza.
So that gave you, like, donuts. Some responsibility, something to be proud of. Yeah.
And I would have to work. I didn't get off work until, like, 6, sometimes 6 a.m. or sometimes 8 a.m. So that morning rush would be a lot of people, dude, going to work. I'd be pretty tired for being up all night.
I bet. I work third shift. Third shift ain't no joke.
Right, but it really helped me because I had to kick it into gear. And, I had to be on my shit with people's change, what they wanted.
Right.
Whatever questions they had, I had to be friendly, But it was cool. It wasn't hard, though, really. Once I really, it's like, man, nobody fucking is, like, nitpicking and shit. Like, just chill, be yourself, You're a human being. Yeah. Just like all these other motherfuckers in here, and that helped me a ton.
That's something I learned as I got a little more aware and up. I always say aware too, because you ain't gotta be. You can be young and be aware. That's why I always throw that in there. When I got a little older and a little more aware, I started looking at life like a puzzle. Whether it's a person, place, thing. What part of it does it fit in? And the parts that don't fit, don't put it in there. But life is like a puzzle. It really is when you go back and look at it. All the little things, whether it's a little small, it was medium size, it was big. In some way, shape, or fashion, every part of our life, some part of that puzzle.
Yeah, that's why I always talk about like reflection, and why earlier I was like when I looked at things impartially was when like I gained the most like knowledge that was applicable to my life and others. Exactly.
Just some pieces might have been a little harder.
Putting those pieces together, right? Being able to accept, like, oh, I was wrong here. Yeah. Oh, this time that person was right.
I went through those battles. Trust me, I've been through plenty of those battles.
Having to own up and be responsible, basically, to myself and to the universe as well. By truthfully coming to an understanding and amending the error and the wrong.
Why you think your siblings keep coming up? Why I keep bringing them up? Because it's in my spirit. It's like something is tantalizing me. It's like they could even be thinking about me too. I
bet they are. I can almost guarantee they are, Pops.
Yeah, and I still haven't reached out to Judy.
Like I feel like Elijah's like probably gonna try to hit one of us up or some shit, or I'm gonna find him on Facebook or something.
Yeah. Cause
like it really feels like it's that time.
And I haven't reached out to Judy. I know I said I haven't. I don't know. It's like I don't know what the hell I'm afraid of. I'm not scared. It's just I don't know.
She's different though. I mean, not in a bad way, but she's just eccentric. I talked to her. She used to hit me up quite a bit. Like,
but I am though. Right. I am though. I haven't done it. I've been meditating on it. I haven't forgot about it though. I just haven't done it.
You got a lot of feelings about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't keep letting time go by though. I can't keep doing that.
True.
Yeah.
We don't have forever.
So that's a battle that I'm kind of having. I guess. It ain't a battle per se, but it's something I know I need to do, and it's bothering me. So one thing we got to do is, challenging as it is, be honest with ourselves. Man, I don't give a damn. Be honest with ourselves. And that'll definitely manifest the unbroken spirit. All right. Yep. I just wanted to kind of always ask Lord Lamont how him and Trish doing, and I kind of let him know my little inner feelings too. So I try my best to be transparent as I possibly can. So
yeah, I think you're doing a good job.
Woo. Because I always think back when I first started doing this, man. I mean, I was positive, but now we're a lot more deeper into death. We have our fun and joke and act goofy too, but I can tell we're a lot more in depth now. Now we're more
of like a rapport and an understanding for each other. Yeah, for sure.
We ain't just getting on here. People get ready to hear us. We want that too, but we beyond that now. Not that we ever were like that. We really wasn't really. We wanted people to hear us, but
we want to keep pushing the ideas and expanding.
But we're like more serious now. Not that we weren't, but we're more
in real ways that are practical.
Deeper into depth.
In depthly, more in depthly for sure.
Yeah, and even with the fumbles and the mistakes, because I do that too.
Well, we all do.
I be hating when I do that though.
Mistakes all the time.
Like I just did a tribute to St. Lunatics, and it was part 15. I kept saying 14. I'm like, God dang it ain't 14, it's 15. 14 was Field Mob. I did tribute to Field Mob. You know Field Mob, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we're gonna round it up here, but I do want to do this breakdown and these artists that I was gonna speak on. I don't know if you remember that song. It was E40 featuring, let me see, Joyner, Locust, and T.I. Joyner Lucas. My bad.
The song? I don't think I've heard it.
Stand on that. They made it 4 years ago. It's dope. I never really heard that song.
That's the video.
And the style they rapped, it was awesome. And T.I., the way I love how T.I. can switch up his style. T.I. catch you off guard, man.
I know he's versatile.
He'll switch up on your ass. Yeah.
He's just as versatile as Tech.
And he can rap fast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And people don't know that because he likes to do that slow flow.
And you know what? Another thing I like about T.I. Not that there's, well, as far as trap music, he's like the architect of trap music. Dude is a fucking artist when it comes to rapping on that trap music.
He's a genius. He was around back in the start of like the Dungeon Mob and like the original like Dirty South fucking rap.
That's what they call him. I would say he's one of the kings of trap.
Absolutely, dude.
And E40, oh my God, he blew me away.
Yeah. E40.
I love E40
legendary.
though. I've always loved E40. And Too Short is his guy. You know, him and Too Short, they brothers. They got good brotherhood. I tried to do a tribute to them, but it was a copyright on it. I had to take it down. I was salty. I almost wanted to cry.
From what music? What the song?
I don't know. I don't remember what I used in it. But that one I was told you I was using, I don't use them anymore. Because all of them got copyright. Every last one I used, they all got copyrighted.
It's like they let you use them at first just so
I stopped using them.
They could try to shadow fucking.
And I don't want to say what the name of it is, but yeah, I stopped using them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, they copyrighted some good videos too. Yeah. I'm like, God dang it.
I'm glad that you found them though.
Yeah, I know, right? I found like 4 of them right in a row one day. I'm like, God dang. Jeez.
They really be on some sneaky shit.
My little itty bitty old me, my itty bitty platform is a threat.
300,
wow.
Not even 300 subscribers and you're that scared.
Wow. Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
How many did you say?
I said not even 300 subscribers and they're that scared. Like what's really going on?
I mean, they be on it. Like I said, they'll come back later. They'll let it pass through and come back months later and be a copyright on some of my videos. I'm like, what the hell? Because I check all that before I upload it.
Right.
It's got an automatic check. It'll either be red. If it's black, it's good. But if it turn red, it's a copyright. Yeah.
Nice.
And it says checks because I put it on there. You can have it on there, or you got the option. You can have the checks on there or not. But of course, the wise thing to do is to have it on there so you can check it before you upload it. Because a lot of times, like many of us speakers out here, we're free flowing. Some of us don't write. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it sucks. You spend all this time speaking off the cuff.
Deleted.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah, especially if you have one of them good vibes,
right?
Good platforms out here. Because I listen to speakers too. I be into it sometimes. Like, man, yeah, you have brothers and sisters that be dropping some jewels out there. So I always mention the warriors out there because we got them out there and our families too. Not just, I ain't just talking about people with platforms either.
There's a lot of strong people. America's founded on.
Matter of fact, you and Trish strong. You and Trish strong. Look what you and Trish have been through together.
Yeah, that's true. We have been through a lot. We were talking about that the other day.
Look at me and Nika.
Yeah, you guys have been through a lot too.
Right. 12. Here we are. 12 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like I told you a minute ago. Man, life is something else, man. But at some point, you thank yourself that you got an unbreakable spirit. Real talk. Yeah. When you really think back.
Sure.
It fires. All right. Well, Lord Lamont, I'm gonna read this breakdown and
break it down.
Let me see. an unbreakable spirit. And it's for my leaders and teachers. I gotta say that. Leaders and teachers with a student spirit. And thank those if you have been listening. And forgive us for the fumbles, and we're just having a conversation. That's what we do when we're human. So but we do appreciate the listeners,
Yeah.
Current
Love, we love you.
Yep. Current subscriber, new subscriber. It's always nice when we can do this,
Like, comment, subscribe, share if you
Yep.
feel like it.
Never take our voice for granted. Look at this technology that way, man. We got a voice. Cause back in the Malcolm X days, as I love to mention, all they had was those I always forget what they called those speakers they had. Cause they had millions and millions of people to speak. So the people in the back, all they got was the echo.
Right.
I heard a comedian say that. Man, what they call them speakers, man? Trommel Johns or something. Them big ass speakers that they would speak through.
I don't know what they're called.
So, and I heard, and I think it was Darnell Rawlings. Yeah, he said like Martin Luther King, like when he say, I have a dream.
Yeah.
By the time I get, about 10 eyes be done went out before it get to the back. Like, I, have. You know what I mean?
It. Yeah.
So that's why I'm using that example. Like, don't take our voice for granted, man. All we can do is push a button and talk.
Right.
I mean, and be creative. Don't have no. I mean, I ain't trying to tell nobody, how to create or nothing, but you can't have lazy. You got to be creative. You can't just.
I think when you're comfortable in yourself is when it comes.
You right though. So yeah, I agree with that.
Past, and that's what a lot of people I think have a problem with is like.
Yeah.
Over criticizing themselves.
Yeah. Just do you. Yeah. Just do us.
Like it'll come,
Yeah, it will. You're right.
There.
Don't push. I always say we don't push, but we don't give up. Let it flow naturally.
Exactly.
You're right. Yeah, because I got to remember I started all of us started at the beginning and whatever purpose we're on. We all started at the starting line, right? So nobody started at the finish line, so to speak, because there isn't a finish line. But everybody, like we can use a job as an example. I always tell new trainees we all started at the beginning. Everybody had to learn. So don't feel bad. Don't feel out of place. That's something I would tell trainees on the job. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So, and I always like to mention those who do have big platforms that are fortunate. Now I'm talking about the real ones. A lot of them have put in work. Like I would say male and female, because I always mention I've heard some stories, man, and you hear some brother.
There's some extraordinary people have been through a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of people that got huge platforms that do have a good heart, they deal with a lot, trolls and shit, and agents and people messing with. You got people coming at. They get a different account and go on their chat room and do little stupid kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely.
And a lot of these are adults doing this shit.
Yeah.
So that's the bad part of social media. So that's why I always salute, the righteous people out there that got, that's fortunate to have a platform, whether even if it's just starting or big, So.
Right. We appreciate you.
Yep. Keep that unbreakable spirit, because we need it now more than ever.
Yeah. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
By a lot of people.
And that's what you like when you be on Facebook. I don't know how much you be on there, or YouTube. On the sidebar, don't you see mostly stuff you're intrigued by, like mostly positive stuff like that?
Yeah.
We'll say the algorithm, because I don't even know what the algorithm is, to be honest, but you know what I mean. So most of the stuff we're intrigued by, that's what will be in the sidebar.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple distractions here and there. You might see an ad with a girl on it with big breasts or something like that.
Right.
That'll pop up every now and then. Oh yeah. That'll pop up too. Oh yeah. I see it all the time. Yeah, you be scrolling, just mind your business.
Brother.
It'd be a dating site or something. It'd be some girl with big hooters.
Your wallet.
Right. I'm single.
It's probably an Indian dude.
Right. He said the picture would be a girl with breasts, but it'd be an Indian dude.
Just send the CVV.
See, that's why we got to keep a strong spirit, man. An unbroken spirit. Be ready for things like that. Now, we as men and women, we are human. We might see something like woo woo, but we don't meditate on it. Don't think about it too long. To get away from it. So gotta be careful of shit like that, especially in this social media world. You can really get lost in it. So have fun with it, and do something positive. Much as we can. All right, I'm gonna do this breakdown, and me and Lord Lamont gonna.
You said that like 4 times.
I know, right? But
Break
I'm
it down.
I'm gonna get to this. I promise. I'm gonna do this breakdown, and Lord Lamont and I are gonna salute you, warriors on, to your divine life. All right. Thank those for riding along. We appreciate you.
We love you.
Yep. All right. An unbreakable spirit is the inner strength and resilience that allows a person to persevere, endure, and thrive. Not survive, thrive, despite adversity, which he and I both have been through. Disappointment and suffering. It is characterized by determination and unwavering hope. More than hope, though. Unwavering for the future and the courage to face challenges without losing one's core convictions or purpose. This inner fortitude enables one to adapt, bounce back from setbacks or so-called setbacks, and emerge stronger even when facing significant so-called hardship or challenges. And we've been through many hurdles. I know I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And that's
I
why
like to think I'm doing a fairly decent job. Like,
oh yeah,
building from and learning from my experiences as I go.
Yeah. It's like that storm we had a few weeks ago. It was just raining like crazy, man. Now everything calm and smooth. We had, appreciate those moments in life too, when we have those calm, smooth moments.
Serenity.
When things are, because we have challenges here and there, but you probably having that now, where nothing's happening really, everything just kind of smooth and everything's going according to plan.
Like, just breathe and be calm and appreciate those moments.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, a friend of mine at work, Logan, I work with, we went outside to take out the garbage, and it was nice out that day too, that we did all those burgers. He went outside and looked up. It's like, man, it's beautiful out here. I was like, yeah, it is. But he was deep. He was like, man, it's just so beautiful. He said, man, this remind me when I used to stay with my auntie and we used to play in the backyard. And I remember looking up in the sky and seeing how beautiful it was. I was like, wow, bro. I was like, okay, I feel you, man. I was like, man, you gonna have brother crying back here. So he a deep brother though. My brother Logan, he might.
Shout out Logan.
I always say we all part of the same righteous tree. We all trying to reach the same goal, but he kind of
birds of another flock together.
Yeah. His beliefs are a little different, but the same.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, a righteous birds of a feather flock together.
Righteous birds of a feather
flock together. Yeah, we already know about the toxic birds, right?
Toxic.
Yeah, that's another good thing about having an unbroken spirit. Mm-hmm. We begin to see things that are toxic. They become highlighted. We start, like I told you, that round. We start being able to sense
we can
things.
Detach ourselves from them and build and cultivate our own peace and prosperity and positivity.
Yeah. And it comes to a point where people will feel our vibration. Our life will speak for itself. Mm-hmm. And that's what having an unbroken spirit is all about. Yep. So that about sum it up. Well, that does sum it up. And this has been another father and son discussion, another long one, and
long and strong.
I feel real comfortable.
Yeah, it was nice. It's always I feel like a weight off my chest.
Yep, and for those who listening, on the banner here, I was gonna ask Lord Lamont before we get out of here. Would you agree that on my banner here, we all have reached that point in our life symbolically?
Yeah. And
Morpheus sitting across from Neo. Yeah.
As a country too.
Yeah.
And as a people. On a greater scale than just countries, because eventually we need to realize we don't need countries and we're just all one human race. But anyways, it's coming to the point now where we all have to pick
make
pill,
a choice.
a proverbial pill. Are you gonna take the red pill to stay asleep pill? I think it is, and the blue pill is the wake up pill.
Okay. If not, that's a miscorrection.
So
whichever pill wakes you up, and whichever pill puts you to sleep. Yeah.
Right now, we need to choose whether or not we're gonna wake up and unify as one, or stay stuck in this fucking matrix game.
Yeah, and we can unify spiritually because what our core thoughts are.
Exactly, and that's where it all begins.
Yeah,
and that's
because I just wanted to talk about the banner a little bit. I used this banner before, but I think it represents.
It's accurate. I think it represents it accurately as well.
Yeah. We can have an unbroken spirit. It's not about being this invincible. I always try to say this, not this super powerful person. It's just, man, just strong, and knowing that we never know. We as humans, we don't know what's coming down the road. That's the real reason why we keep unbreakable
Right,
spirit.
it's a part of preparation. Stay ready. You don't gotta get ready.
Exactly. Yep. And how many times we had those moments like, man, I'm glad I didn't do this. I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm glad I was listening to my spirit on this.
Right.
I'm glad I was listening to my intuition on that.
Right. Cause
Yep. And I remember I said on a podcast.
Times when I haven't, and it's gone terribly.
And I'm gonna say one more thing, and we're gonna get out of here. Now, if you knew somebody that transitioned and came back, when you agree that I said I would want to know everything they know. A person that transitioned and came back.
Yeah, I would hope they would feel comfortable enough to
they would
share
know
what
something.
they experienced.
Right.
The people that have said many interesting things. There's many stories out there. We could do a topic on that too.
Yeah.
Like the afterlife and like concepts of the afterlife. And
I would love to talk to somebody who experienced that.
Yeah. I've heard many a good tale.
Yeah. And not nobody making up nothing either. I want to really like somebody who really did experience that.
Real accounts of people like who were like dead for so many minutes and like.
Because some people like to pleasurize and because it gets views and stuff. No, I'm talking about somebody that really.
You gotta learn how to wade through that stuff.
Yeah, because that stuff really ain't nothing to play with either. Yeah, messing with it because none of us know what's on that side, so it's nothing to play with.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
it's not something to play with at all.
Yep. All right. Well, that's it. We gonna round it up. This had been another Father and Son discussion, and
you guys.
Yep. And we got like I said with EBXCARES and General
Lord Lamont.
Yep. And have a man the best way we can, brothers and sisters, family. Maintain. And
thrive and prosper.
Yep. And do whatever it takes to have an unbroken spirit.
Believe in yourself.
Especially nowadays. Now more. Say it again.
Family. Believe in yourself and love yourself and love your family.
And know yourself. Real talk. So, we're gonna get out of here. There's been another one. Thank those for coming in. And those who have an unbroken spirit, stay with it. Those who have a inkling of righteous in your heart, you're developing an unbroken spirit and you don't even realize. You just gotta stay with it. Something good could be right around the corner. Real talk. So we out of here. Thank y'all for coming in. And we see you on the next Father and Son discussion. Salute.
Fragment.